The sun sets on the Gulf Coast of Texas, casting a golden hue over the tranquil waters. The coastline, bathed in the warm glow of dusk, seems almost timeless, as if holding its breath for the night to come. The beauty of the sunset is a stark contrast to the eerie silence that will soon envelop the land. The humid air hangs heavy, thick with the scent of salt and earth. It clings to the skin, a constant reminder of the proximity to the Gulf. As the mist begins to rise from the fields, it creates an almost otherworldly atmosphere, shrouding the landscape in a veil of mystery. Crickets chirp in the tall grass, their song a haunting melody that fills the night air. The sound is both soothing and unsettling, a reminder of the life that continues to thrive in this seemingly forgotten place. The night is alive with the whispers of nature, a symphony of sounds that tell the story of the land. This is Dizetta, Texas, a town with a population of less than 1,000 souls. Nestled in the heart of the Gulf Coast, it is a place where time seems to stand still. The streets are quiet, the buildings old and weathered, each one holding a piece of the town's history. Some say it's a town with more ghosts than people. The abandoned houses and deserted streets tell a tale of a once thriving community now left to the elements. Shadows move in the corners of your vision, and the air is thick with the feeling of being watched. Dizetta has a long history with oil. The old derricks stand as silent sentinels, a testament to the town's past. They are relics of a bygone era, when the promise of black gold brought prosperity and hope to this small community. The black gold brought boom times in the early 20th century. The town bustled with activity, and the streets were filled with the sounds of industry. Men came from far and wide, drawn by the promise of wealth and opportunity. It was a time of dreams and ambition. Then the wells ran dry, the money left, and with it, the people. The once bustling town fell silent, its streets empty and its buildings abandoned. The rusting oil equipment stands as a stark reminder of the town's rise and fall. Only the ghosts and the whispers of what once was remain. The overgrown grass and crumbling buildings tell a story of decay and abandonment. It is a place where the past lingers, and the present feels like an echo of a time long gone. But Dizetta's history is more than just oil. The town has seen its share of triumphs and tragedies, each one leaving its mark on the land. The historical landmarks stand as a testament to the resilience of the people who once called this place home. Locals tell stories of strange lights in the sky. They speak of unexplained phenomena, of lights that dance and flicker in the night. These stories have been passed down through generations, each one adding to the mystery and allure of this ghost town. They speak in hushed tones of objects vanishing into thin air. Around campfires and in quiet corners these tales are shared, each one more fantastical than the last. It is a place where the line between reality and legend blurs. This is a place where the veil between our world and the unknown feels thin. The mist that rises from the fields, the strange lights in the sky, and the whispers of the past all contribute to the sense of mystery that surrounds Dizetta. It is a place where the past and present coexist, and where the unknown is always just a breath away. It started on a Tuesday, a day like any other, May 7th, 2008. The day began with clear skies and the promise of a peaceful afternoon. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The birds chirped and the town went about its usual business. Then, without warning, the earth opened up. A sinkhole 20 feet wide appeared near the local high school. It was as if the ground had been swallowed by an unseen force. Panic shot through the town. Parents rushed to the school, fearing for their children's safety. What caused this? How big could it get? The questions were endless and the answers were few. Was this the start of something worse? The questions outnumbered the answers. The town was gripped by a sense of unease. The sinkhole was close to an old oil well. Some residents recalled stories of the well being abandoned years ago. Some whispered that the oil industry had awakened something evil deep beneath the earth. Rumors spread like wildfire. Others feared it was a sign of the end times. The sky seemed to darken, mirroring the growing dread in the hearts of the townspeople. Emergency services arrived, but even they seemed at a loss. The sinkhole was a mystery, a gaping wound in the earth that defied explanation. Scientists were called in to investigate. They took measurements and samples, but the cause remained elusive. The community held meetings trying to make sense of the event. Fear and speculation ran rampant. The local newspaper ran headlines, but no one had definitive answers. The sinkhole remained a chilling reminder of the Earth's unpredictable nature. Sarah Jenkins, a waitress at the only diner in town, remembers that day. I was working the lunch shift, she says. We all felt the ground shake. Then the sirens started wailing. Sarah's voice trembles. We ran outside. That's when we saw it. The hole. It was like something out of a nightmare. Like the earth itself was swallowing everything. The sinkhole grew quickly. By nightfall, it was over 900 feet wide. Homes teetered on the edge. The town held its breath. Would Diceta be swallowed whole? Section 4. Salt of the Earth. Scientists rushed to explain the phenomenon. Geologists pointed to the salt domes beneath Diceta. Salt domes are geological formations. They rise up from deep within the Earth. As salt rises, it can dissolve. This leaves behind a void. The ground above collapses into the void. A sinkhole is born. This scientific explanation did little to calm the fears of Diceta's residents. The sinkhole felt different. It felt wrong. Section 5. Voices from the Abyss. In the quiet town of Hollow Creek, a mysterious sinkhole appeared one night seemingly out of nowhere. It was deep, dark, and foreboding. A gaping maw in the earth that seemed to swallow the very light around it. Some residents claimed to hear strange noises coming from the sinkhole. Low rumbles, unexplained whispers, the kind of sounds that send chills down your spine and make you question your own senses. They would gather around the sinkhole at night, straining their ears to catch the faintest hint of those eerie noises. A few even swore they saw strange lights flickering in its depths. These lights were not like any they had seen before, pulsating, almost alive, dancing in the darkness as if they were trying to communicate some ancient, forgotten message. One man, Old Man Henry, claimed the sinkhole was a portal. Henry had lived in Hollow Creek all his life and had seen many strange things, but nothing like this. He would stand by the edge of the sinkhole, pointing into its depths, his voice trembling as he spoke of otherworldly realms and dimensions beyond our understanding. "It's a doorway to somewhere else," he'd say, his eyes wide with fear and wonder. "I've seen things down there, things that shouldn't be." His words would hang in the air, heavy with the weight of his conviction, leaving those who heard them with a sense of unease that was hard to shake off. "I've seen things down there, things that shouldn't be," he would repeat, his voice barely above a whisper. The shadows seemed to move and shift, taking on shapes that defied explanation, as if the sinkhole was a living entity hiding secrets that were never meant to be uncovered. Most dismissed Old Henry's ramblings. They would shake their heads and laugh it off, attributing his stories to an overactive imagination or the ramblings of an old man who had seen too much. But there were always a few who couldn't quite dismiss the nagging feeling that there might be some truth to his words. But late at night, under the vast Texas sky, it was hard not to feel a shiver of unease. The stars seemed to shine a little less brightly, and the wind carried whispers that sounded almost like voices. It was as if the very land was trying to tell them something, something they were not yet ready to understand. Could there be something more to the sinkhole than met the eye? Was it just a natural phenomenon, or was there something more sinister at play? The questions lingered, unanswered, as the residents of Hollow Creek continued to live in the shadow of the abyss, haunted by the voices that seemed to call out from its depths. Section 6. A planet in peril? The Diceta sinkhole wasn't an isolated event. Around the world, similar sinkholes were appearing. In Guatemala, a sinkhole swallowed a 3-story building. In China, a sinkhole swallowed a bus full of people. Was this a natural phenomenon, or was it something more sinister? Were these sinkholes a sign that our planet was in peril? The questions weighed heavily on the minds of people around the world. Section 7. The mystery deepens. The Diceta sinkhole eventually stabilized, but the questions lingered. What caused it? Why here? Why now? We may never know the answers. The Earth keeps its secrets, but the Diceta sinkhole serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the mysteries that lie hidden beneath our feet. What do you think lies at the bottom of the Diceta sinkhole? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the unknown.